Welcome again to the New Omar podcast, where football talks get real. On every match preview, hot take, and reaction. South Banter's passion mixing it with analysis from the local pitches to the global stages. And if you also crave controversy, well, this is the kitchen where we cook and serve it best. So make it your home for football talk that never pulls its punches. The international break is here, and we are going to focus on the World Cup qualifications supervised by the Confederation of African Football. We will stick with Group A, where Sierra Leone will host Burkina Faso. When I mean host, they are going to be home to Burkina Faso. Now, unfortunately, Sierra Leone have not been able to play these home games in Freetown, Sierra Leone at the National Stadium because this stadium is undergoing extensive renovation at the moment. So these games have been played in Paynesville, Liberia, and we want to thank Liberia so much. We appreciate them. They are a very good neighbor, and that is exactly what it means to be thy brother's keeper. In the future, just in case, if you guys are in need, I hope we will be willing and able to return the favor. So thank you very much, guys. Let us look at the standings of both teams, Sierra Leone and Burkina Faso. Sierra Leone, we are 3 points behind Burkina Faso. So Burkina Faso, they are sitting second, and they have this opportunity to progress closer to the next stage of the qualifications if and only if they continue to win. The other teams are Gabon, DR Congo, and Madagascar. So we are going to look at what it means for either teams, meaning a win, a draw, or a loss, what that could mean for both teams, okay? Now, a win for Burkina Faso, like I said, they're already closer, right? They're sitting fourth right now, in terms of that opportunity to get into the next stage of the qualification. So a win for them will only take them, even closer to that opportunity, which means, for Leon Star, that will be it. That will be the end. A draw is, I don't know, I can't say it's going to be bad for Burkina Faso, but it would depend again on the result or the outcome of the other three teams that I mentioned. So which means again for Sierra Leone, that's it, is over. So our chance, to just even just increase our probability of getting to that next qualification stage means we have to win, right? We have to win, and then we have to hope and pray that going into the final games, match day 9. Burkina Faso will draw points. So we're expecting, or hoping for Ethiopia to go to Burkina Faso and then get a draw. That is an incredibly difficult task we're asking them to do. And while we're asking them to do that, we also have to go away to Djibouti and then win. So, our chances really, really, really slim. All right. But it's football. Like I always say, anything can happen, and we're not going to give up. So having said that, I do expect our boys to kind of feel relaxed, no pressure, and just get on and play the game. All right. But we will get to that when we get to how we expect this game to actually play out. Let us examine what could be the potential, formation and lineup for both teams. And I'm going to start with the home team, Sierra Leone. I like what I saw against Ethiopia. You may want to argue that it's not a very good team and things like that, but it is just about the structure and the organization, right? So I am expecting a 4-4-2. Same thing. And I'm not really expecting a lot to change, to be very sincere. I am only expecting Alassane Kumar to kind of get a start at the right wing position. Right, and that is because this is a player that is very quick, very fast. He can accelerate, he can dribble, he can wiggle, he can shake and bake, and then he can finish. Right, so I do believe we just need that kind of player. So which means I expect him to come in at that right wing position. So Emmanuel Samadia will go to the left back position. All right, and that should be the only defensive change I'm expecting. Otherwise, Alhaji Sisse should be in goal. My expectation, right back, Nathaniel Jallo, and then Toure and Jumaba, of course, the center back pair, and they seem really good together. In the midfield, same thing. John Cisse and Saidu Fofana. Now at left wing, it's a little bit difficult, but I would like to keep Mustafa Bundu in the lineup, but I will shift him to the left wing position. And same, strike partnership, Augustus Kagbo and Momo Kamara. For me, I mean, I believe it look good. It look good. These guys, I mean, they attack even in midfield like they can play. Let us just play. There's no pressure. All right. Over to Burkina Faso, we saw them lined up a 5-4-1 against Egypt. I know they wanted a result at least, and they got a draw. That was a very good approach. I do not expect them to take that approach against Leon Stars, right? So, a conservative approach most time, it is that 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1 where you want to have that balance, all across the pitch, right? From defense to midfield to attack, and you're having that sequence. So, I'm going to tip them to go with the 4-2-3-1, and that is because it factors, like their strength. In that case, I expect, of course, the goalkeeper Kofi, and then Kaboy at right back, and left back. I expect to see Yago, and their centre back Pierre. I expect to see Tapsoba alongside between Dio. Okay, alongside Dio, and then in the midfield pivot, I am expecting to see Toure and Simpoe. And then the three guys behind the striker, Kunate, I mean, of course, he's going to be the striker. Again, except if there are late, injuries and things like that. So I expect him to be the striker. And I do expect Irie, Zugrana, and then Ouattara to be behind Kunate. Now, how this game is going to play. I do expect, it will only make sense for Leon Stars, right? Because, our chances to get through is very, very slim. It's very, very, very slim. So why not just play? So because there is no pressure, right? There is no pressure at all. So I want the boys to get on the ball, like possess the ball, try to keep the ball, express yourselves, okay? You can do that. You're talented enough to do that. So relax, no rush, no panic, no adrenaline at all. Just calm down and play. Allow yourselves to get a feel of the game. Let the game come to you. Do not force things. Keep it basic. Keep it simple. All right. As long as you guys are moving the ball, right? Everybody is getting the touches that they want to get. Now you guys are going to go more confidence in the game. And that's how you're going to play. If we win, that is great. And I would really love for us to win. At least we can get up there couple notches in the FIFA and CAF rankings. Okay. So, there is no pressure. You guys relax. All right. For Burkina Faso, like I said, there's not going to be that super conservative approach, but they are going to be very, very careful. I do not expect them to throw caution to the wind. Okay. So because of that, I do believe they will be also mindful. They're not just going to just open up, stretch the game and just try to attack. Right? That is because if they fail to win, it's not just because we were going to be level on point, but it's because like the other three teams I mentioned, maybe there is another, maybe fifth or sixth team that could just step into that opportunity where, they could also take advantage and try to get to the next stage of the qualification. Right? So they are going to be very careful. Right? So that is how this game, I expect this game to play. Right, so from a Leon Star perspective, relax. Just relax and play. Okay? Play like nothing is at stake. All right? A little bit is, but, just relax and just ball. All right? And then, having said that, let me get to the prediction of this game. Because I expect this game to play with some level of, caution and, from Burkina Faso and, Leon Stars is going to kind of, we're relaxed, we're going to express ourselves. We're confident. There's no pressure, no adrenaline rush and things like that. It's going to be a pretty tight game because I do not expect Leon Stars to sit back, and just defend, right? And just get pounded as if to say they want to hold on to something. No. So because of that, this game is going to play with some level of steady intensity, okay? And in as much as I'm saying there is, nothing at stake, okay, Leon Stars, all right, please, you have a football obligation to play with pride, okay? Play with pride, with some level of intensity, and of course, mental toughness, all right? I'm expecting that, at least. So, if you guys do that, and you guys just, go confidently into the game, I think you can get a win. I'm not going to predict against Leon Stars, of course. Okay. So I'm going for a 1-0 win for our darling Leon Stars. So until then, stay blessed and peace out. We will catch up again after the game and talk about the post match reaction. Peace out.